The West Indies shocked the cricket world by defeating England in the first Test match. So many people from the Caribbean have been criticizing, maybe sometimes justifiably, with these youngsters who have potential for a very long time and have not yet caught their faith in playing good cricket. Well, here they were. I thought for the start of the game that when England won the toss, that they would have sent the West Indians to bat, if only because of the fact that these guys do not have a good track record in terms of their scores. They have averages of 30 and 20 and whatever have you. They have not been big scorers in recent times. However, they paid the penalty. They paid the penalty because there were some fast bowlers in the West Indies team that maybe they did not cater for. And because of this, they found themselves wanting. It was not a wicket that was easy to bat on. The bounce was high, the pitch was very fast, and the ball was deviating appreciably when the bowlers bowled on a good line. Congratulations to the captain of the West Indies team. He was right on target. He was getting the ball to move. He had taken a bit of pace off of his deliveries of the past. And this, in truth and fact, would have made Jason Holder an ideal captain and truly a good fast bowling performance by him. Then, of course, is the big figure of the West Indian fast bowler who was not selected in the team in the first place, but eventually he came onto it and he bowled exceptionally well. Shannon Gabriel, he's 6'5". He's a huge guy. His run-up is very powerful, and he was easily the fastest bowler of all. But more than that, he was more than accurate than some of the others. He was bowling his Yorkers at length and right up to the batsman and bowling some of them. On other times, the batsmen were playing late. So it was a tremendous performance of bowling by the West Indies. Now it was England's chance. And they've got Wood, they've got the captain, Ben Stokes, and they've got some other bowlers that can do the job. But the West Indians put their heads down, and they were really defensive to a letter, simply because of the fact there was no opportunity for getting into the way and playing strokes in the way that they would like to. It was the second day of the match, and the wicket still had some pace. It didn't have as much bounce, but there was a lot of high deliveries affecting the batsmen to a certain extent, in some cases fearing them. But let's look at the decision of the England to not want to bowl first. They're a strong bowling team. It would have been easy for them to capitalize upon it. They didn't do that. Thankfully, the West Indians went on to get 318, and I was very pleased with them, if only because of the fact that they got there, because few felt that they would not have gotten to that sort of score. One of the problems I had with watching the game is that they were so defensive that they were literally allowing time to go away far too easily. At one time, there was Braffett, 30 runs on the board, but he faced 70 balls, and there were so many of the others down at the back were doing the same things. So while they are at the wicket and they're not getting runs, it's not to the benefit of the team that they're playing for. Thankfully, we saw some strokes coming from Dowrich, for instance, the young Shane Dowrich. He was playing some beautiful shots. There's no doubt about it. Craig Braffett is an one-sided player. He played some beautiful shots on the one side, but he's a bottom-handed player. When that ball pitches outside the line of the off stump, he's got a problem with it. By now, they will have found that out, because this was his problem many years ago. He got some runs out of it because he was strong on the onside, and he's really concentrating very much indeed. The end line is the West Indies won the Test match. I congratulate them, but that does not necessarily mean that Phil Simmons will have to sit down and have a chat with a few of these guys in a way that is going to make them even better the next time around. One of the things, take your singles and cross ends a little bit more often when you're batting, particularly when it's a left-hand, right-hand situation, because that throws the bowler off somewhat. We didn't see enough of that. We didn't see singles taken when they could have been taken. There was too much concentration on just holding your wicket, being at the wicket and hoping that the runs will come. It actually did, 318. But in the second half of the game, I would think that everyone knows that that wicket on the last day would have been a difficult one, and it very nearly paid the penalty for it. But it's congratulations. The West Indians, incidentally, a wonderful innings by Blackwood. Wonderful. He truly played some good shots. I have seen him once or twice, but at this time, I thought this would have been a challenge for him. He looked so comfortable. He was playing the ball off his back foot quite as well as I've seen any others. His driving on the front foot was also pretty good. So it's congratulations to him. Congratulations to Jason Holder, who led that team very, very well indeed. Now, the next match is 6 days away. Let's hope that they can do even better than that so that they can take the West Indies into the winners' row again.